What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Spin Tires. Now, you may be asking yourself, why am I on a one of the standard maps? And the reason for that is because the new version of Spin Tires, the update, really actually didn't work with the mod map that I wanted to use. I wanted to use the off-road park again, but it just kept giving me this error, said this version isn't actually incompatible with this map. We do have a nice Land Cruiser mod, though, a really, really nice Land Cruiser mod. I like it a lot. And hopefully the sound issues are fixed. Now, the whole sound issue that I've been having, at least from what I've been seeing in the comments, is the fact that a lot of you guys have been saying the game volume is way too low. And I saw that from like about 3 videos ago, but the issue with that was the fact that I recorded all of those videos on the same day and couldn't really go back and edit the internal game volume because everything was already pre-recorded and pre-mixed. But like I said, I've read all those comments and I've hopefully adjusted the game sound to a really good volume. Hopefully you guys can hear it really well. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and test this thing out. Now, even though we're on a standard map, we're going to do a little bit more off-roading in areas that you wouldn't normally go to, like this, just like the beach. Now, we're on, let's see, what are we on? Forgot. We're on the coast. Now, the coast is one of the most beginner-friendly maps in the game. And the thing about it is, though, nobody really ever goes to these coastal areas. They're kind of one of the least explored areas in really any Spin Tires map. And I mean, they don't really deserve that, though. I mean, they don't really deserve for them to be that way. And I guess we could do a damage challenge or a no damage challenge with this this Land Cruiser as well, because as you can see, we have no damage. And if you watched my last no damage challenge, it went pretty well. We think we did about 10 minutes. So what we'll do in this one is we'll continue on with that, and we'll see if we can beat 10 minutes. If we only get, like, to 11 without any damage, like, if we get damaged at 11 minutes, then we still beat the last record. So we'll try to do some realistic-style off-roading, because this car, I keep calling it a car, and it's not a truck either, this SUV is basically, it's a very realistic-style mod. It's a very, it's actually a very realistic-feeling mod. It's not going to do anything ridiculous like that Chevy mud truck did, but it's going to be a really simulation-like experience. It's going to be a very, very hardcore-focused kind of experience with this vehicle. I mean, if you get stuck or if you roll it over, you're kind of done. So, I mean, unless you use the winch to get out, obviously. But that's what I like about it, is it's very, very nice in the way. It's very, very nice in the way that it's got a real simulation feel to it. It's got a hardcore simulation kind of feel to it. I mean, we will go inland on the map eventually, but I still want to keep exploring the beach for a while, because honestly, like I said, I never come out here. And actually, I wonder where we are on the map at this point. We could get right up to that cloaking. I feel like that cloaking area, or cloaking point, is right on the beach. It should be, anyway. So we'll just keep trying to head to that, and we'll try and do a couple more sections, like, that are a little bit closer inland, like just these, little hills, and more simulation-style obstacles. We can kind of... Just try and put this thing in some situations that it may have just a little bit of trouble dealing with. But just really try to feel out the... not the handling, because this isn't really cornering focused, but... I mean, I guess you could say other than handling, we're pretty much focusing on suspension travel, positioning of the vehicle, and that bump back there had me really scared that we were going to get damaged. Love the detail on this thing, though. It's a very, very nicely detailed mod. It looks, it's one of those mods that looks very, it looks very much like it could have been in the game from the get-go. And that's really what you want to see in a mod, at least in my opinion, that's really what you want to see, or what I want to see, what I look for in a mod, because that really shows a lot of dedication and a lot of time and effort on the modders side. So definitely big props to the guy that actually made this Land Cruiser. And there'll be a link in the description box below to where you guys can download it, because I know that that's always a big thing, and I kind of forgot to put the Chevy mud truck link in there last time, so I know a lot of you guys were a little bit upset about that, so sorry. I do apologize. I do apologize greatly, because I mean, I hate it when somebody forgets to put a download link in or something, so I understand where you guys are coming from on that. I really do. I could go through there, but Let me check the map one more time. I mean, I was thinking it would be a straight shot there because the beach would continue, but then again, I just realized that there's a river there, and that kind of impedes our progress just a little bit. However, whoa, that's a little close to the edge. I just don't want to, I don't get this thing stuck. That's the other thing. I mean, we can focus on not getting it damaged all we want, but, I mean, if we get it stuck, that's a different story entirely. Then we got to get the winch out and all that stuff, but big question is, can we get across here without damage? Let's see. It's not dangerous water level yet, so... Whoa, okay, we can. Hell yeah. Okay, I was a little bit scared there, but no, we made it. We're good to go. Current seems a little bit rougher on this side. Oh no, that's actually even easier. We're good as far as that goes. Now let's try to get that cloaking point. I just kind of feel like I want to make that an objective now because we had it as an objective earlier, and now I just kind of want to get to it, and I kind of want to finish it because you guys know I'm a very objective-focused, kind of goal-oriented person when it comes to games like this. So that's kind of why I can play stuff like Spin Tires and just kind of make up my own objectives. I mean, a lot of people ask me, like, what's the point of mods and Spin Tires if you can't play multiplayer or anything like that? Because, like, wouldn't it get really boring? And I'm like, no, not if you've got a really, like, I don't know, not if you've got a vivid imagination behind it, because if you've got a vivid imagination behind it, then there's really no limit on what you can, on, like, the scenarios you can create within this game. There really isn't. I mean, when you get to the point where you're just kind of creating your own missions for yourself, it actually opens up the game quite a bit. There's that bridge that I saw earlier. Oh, crap. Oh, God. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, God. Please tell me we have a winch point on the back. We do. Okay. Sadly, I think that might be a really bad spot to winch from, but let's see if... Oh, okay. Maybe. Yes. Yes. Okay, we're good to go. And we still have no damage, which is ridiculous. I thought that was going to screw the thing up completely. Look how much I'm having to straddle this, the opening in this bridge. I mean, this was built for 8x8s, and that's about it. 8x8s and really wide 6x6s. Should be getting close to that cloaked area now. Go ahead and check the map. Okay, yeah, it's right up here. Which way? Which way should I go? Probably... Wait a second. That's not a... Oh, wow. It's just kind of a random lumber yard with no objective. Huh. Never actually found, like, a second lumber yard. This is cool, though, because you've got just kind of, like, logs laying around that you could actually pick up with the arm on the actual log carrier that you can get. Not the log carrier, but log cart that you can get with some of the different trucks. So, really, all you have to do is get 3 of them, and then you can just click a button, and it fully loads the truck. But that's actually kind of cool that you can get lumber from a different location. I did not know about that. Some of you guys might be looking at that right now and being like, "Oh my God, wow, you didn't know that? That's like, you're such a noob." Jeez. But there we go. Right. So, ooh, what is this? I think that might be an 8x8, or maybe I don't know. I actually don't remember what that is. I kind of want to keep exploring the coastline. We've almost beaten our record with the Chevy as well. Ooh, is that a mud bog? Yes, yes it is. Oh yes. Hold on, let me wait until I pass 10 minutes. Okay, we're past 10 minutes, we're good. not bad. Haven't run into any ridiculous mud yet, but I think if we do, this thing shouldn't have any problem at all dealing with it. Kick it back up into high. Ooh, that didn't sound good. It's interesting how they added a lot of new things, like, with the update that are just really, really subtle. Like, I don't know, like, just extra detail in the... You can see extra detail in the, like, in the mud. It deforms slightly more, I don't know, there's slightly more detail in the way it deforms, slightly more detail in the tracks that you can actually leave in the mud, and, I mean, that might sound like, you know, I don't know, it might sound preposterous, but I just feel like they improved the quality of it. It's quite a bit of a mud hole. That's a ridiculous mud hole, actually. It's not too deep right here. And not getting a warning yet. As long as we're not getting a warning, we're fine. Pretty ridiculous mud, though. Wow, pulling itself through no problem. Back up into high. See if we can... that hill should be fine. Should be completely fine. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to test something. We'll stick it in low, turn the diff lock off, and see how far up this hill we can get in just all-wheel drive. All the way. Okay, that answered my question about that. See how far we can get through here without locking the diff. Are you kidding me? Wow, haven't even had to touch it. That's ridiculous, and my turning radius is so much better, too, with it off. Oh, now we do. Yeah, because that wheel's just spinning. Now we do. Really shows how much you kind of... Because when you play spin tires, you just kind of get used to driving around with the diff lock on. But, I mean, when you turn it off and you kind of experiment with it a little bit, then you kind of realize that just the standard all-wheel drive actually works really, really well. But if you guys enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.